Good morning, YouTube fans. It is Dr. Matthew Johnson. It is Saturday, August 26, 2017, 10:26 a.m. in the morning. I have 4 guests with me who've been here for 2 nights, and we're going to have a conversational testimonial video. You don't put those glasses on, girlfriend. Okay, there we go. Okay, so with me, and I'd like you to introduce first name only and maybe just a little bit of background for yourselves so they know you're not fresh out of prison. So right now we have
Robert Quinn
from
Yelm, Washington.
And just a little bit about yourself. Just
I'm a retired ex-cult member.
okay, there we go. Awesome.
I'm trying to join this new one.
This
but
new
I
cult.
haven't get initiation yet.
I appreciate those words of endorsement, Robert. Okay, next we have.
I am Eva. I'm from Rainier, Washington.
Yes.
And I'm semi-retired. I'm a chiropractor.
Chiropractor. Okay, and she's out here to pop a few squatch bones. Next.
My name is Joel. I'm from Rainier, Washington, and I am a sales rep at Crosspoint Auto Auction out of Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
And if you need a used car, my phone number is.
Yeah. And next to him is...
I'm Nancy. I'm also from Rainier, Washington, and I am a real estate agent.
A real estate agent. A really good one. She's Cynthia's and my real estate agent, and she's going to help us get rid of our home so we can get our dream home. Okay, so boys and girls, you have been up here in SOIA, the Southern Oregon Interaction Area, for 2 nights. Anything happen while you've been up here?
Lots.
Lots, like what? This is a conversational testimonial, and you guys are never this quiet, never this shy, so speak up. Okay.
Yeah, the first footsteps the first night.
Well, first Joel got hit with a rock lobbed in.
Right, as soon as we
30
drove
seconds
up.
after arriving, we were behind the bed of the truck, and we were going to start to unload, and I saw Robert come from the bathroom area, and a rock scooted across my vision on the ground.
Got tossed into camp.
And I thought Robert threw it, so I asked Robert. He said no, and Matt said no. And then Matt said pick it up, so I did, and I guess that was our welcome hello to the event.
Yep. That is, for our viewers, that has happened to me on several occasions. When I show up, they'll toss in a pine cone or a rock just to say hello. So you got a hello gift, okay. And then you, Eva, we're talking about footsteps over in this area, right?
The first night when we were sleeping, they were over in the 6 o'clock position, both Robert and I.
Oh, okay.
And I heard vocalizations, but apparently I was the only one worthy enough to hear that. It was very, and what was new about the experience for me was just the raw power of whoever originated those sounds. I think there were 2 adult males, and it was this hooting, grunting 4 times, then a lot of stomping, very intentional, making noise with feet.
That's what I heard.
And then another 4 vocalizations that are a sound that exists nowhere in common life. I mean, they resonate in a part of your brain that's never been imprinted that way. I mean, it's such a unique frequency to hear them vocalize. So, yeah, so that was night number 1. And,
by the way, in case our viewers are picking up on it, Robert did act in the Lord of the Rings movie series. Okay. Okay, so what else happened the first night? Anything else?
A lot of,
boys and girls?
A lot of flashes of light, pinpricks of white light, blue light, red light.
Flashes.
Flashes high up on a set of trees in the
9 o'clock
position that I noticed. And then we heard, first time I've ever heard tree pops, which sounded, to me at least, like they were very, very high up in the tree, not near the base, but rather near the top.
I thought that was Nancy making popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard. Yeah, I heard.
they had sort of a hollowish tone. They
Yep.
weren't like super solid.
Yeah.
Right.
But we definitely heard a few of
I
those.
think we all heard those.
We did.
Okay. And then there's last night. Anything happened last night?
And then there's last night.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Chapters 16 through 20. It's an inside joke. Nobody gets to know.
Yes.
But
We were greeted straight away.
As soon as we sat down.
We arrived after sunset. We arrived back to base camp in the dark.
Yes.
8:45 maybe.
Yep.
And the activity was almost instantaneous.
Right. As soon as we sat down in our chairs, boom.
Seen shadow
Flashes,
beings,
shadows,
very
The
close.
shimmery.
images.
Energy exchanges.
I saw some diffused red round things, which I guess were eyes or globes, 8 to 10 feet off the ground, moving around like it was attached to something, perhaps a head, but
Right.
very, very close to us, within feet.
So did we have any specific guest with us
Yes.
in camp last night?
Yes.
Who did we have with us last
We
night?
had Zorth. We had
Don't make her try to say that.
Unks?
She'll screw it up.
Thanks for the
Mowgli.
confidence. Yeah.
Mowgli.
Mowgli.
Mogdu.
Moldu.
Mogdu.
Moldu.
Mog.
Moldu.
Mog.
Do.
Do. Do. Mogdu.
Actually did energy exchange with us, which was awesome.
With
Held our
Nancy,
hands.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was lit her up
We
like a
touched
Christmas
hands.
tree.
Yeah, we got to hold our hands out, and then he reached back and touched our hands and sent the charge up the arms, and yep.
And then when we went into that forest
In the
path
pitch
at-
dark of
at
night.
12 o'clock,
Yep.
I heard whispering, very distinct,
Mhm.
several times, the same type of whispering.
Mhm.
It's slow, I mean, it wasn't a flash, it was just a slow light up of a sort of an ultraviolet blue light that slowly faded.
Mhm.
A white one that did that, a lot of shimmering, a lot of sparkles. Yeah.
Yeah, when I walked down in toward the portal of
That goes anywhere in the universe.
anywhere in the universe,
All right.
and I was engaged in a heart-to-heart conversation, what I saw on the ground, 4 feet in front of me, 6 feet in front of me, were bars of white light that appeared for a few seconds and disappeared, and what I immediately associated them with is what you would see if you were in a dark room, but a door was shut, but there was a space under the door, and the other room was lit, so that there was there's a bar of bright light, and I saw that in 3 different places, and to me it was symbolic that that is actually a portal
Okay.
that goes anywhere. That's how my brain took it and put it together to communicate that.
Okay.
But it was very, very, very distinct, and it was not anything that I would have made up or invented, because it was just out of, no one else had mentioned it, no one else had apparently seen it that I know of. So,
Actually, I did see the strips of white light when I went out there.
oh, you did?
Yeah, but I was more excited to talk about the young one
Uh-huh.
that actually sat on my foot and wrapped its arms around my legs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also wearing a long cape with, and when I felt compelled to,
Of course you were wearing a long cape.
yes,
when
Gandalf.
I opened my arms,
Yeah.
the material hit someone
Standing next to you.
standing right next to me, where this one was this one got obstructed
Yep.
by somebody that was maybe 4 feet tall or something,
A young one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
that I just kind of knocked him over with my arm or something.
Okay. Anybody else want to talk about their experience going into the 12 o'clock position last night?
I did.
Oh.
The whispering
Yeah,
and
she
the
did.
lights
Yep.
and many little lights.
I think I was the last to go, and what I immediately felt when I got in there was that I felt like I had an audience, like there was a lot of eyeballs on me.
A lot of eyeballs back in there, and keep in mind, everyone, as you look at the areas, it was pitch dark back there.
It's a pretty vast area, and it slopes down, and I would see flashes of white and light blue lights, occasionally some red ones, but there definitely felt like there was a presence there that was very allowing and welcoming, non-intimidating, and I was a little nervous about going in, I'll be honest.
I think we all were.
Not me.
You've been here a lot.
And once I went in, there was this amazing calm and peace.
But it was just just soothing. It was really an experience like I've never had before. I can't really describe it other than to say it was awesome would be not doing it justice.
Okay.
My experience was of complete my whole essence of my being was filled with so much love and compassion that I was literally speechless.
Which is a first.
Thank you, Matt. But I did, have some conversation, but I was so overwhelmed with my heart felt so filled with love. My whole beingness felt so filled with love and compassion. And I was so honored to be there that just being in the presence was overwhelming. And then I actually had a being step toward me, which I was almost in like a trance state at that point, kind of freaked me out a little bit, and I quickly left without even saying goodbye. I just kind of scurried my way back. And then when I got to my chair, I felt a little remorseful that I didn't stay longer and engage, but I was in that space, and it kind of startled me. And so, yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Okay. So, last night when we were all sleeping in our cots, I'll just speak first. I heard footsteps walking around our cots off and on during the night. But the coolest thing for me, what I heard, was over at the 9 o'clock hill, and I looked at my watch to see what time it was. It was either right by my truck or 9 o'clock hill. I heard an adult female singing. And it was definitely in Squatchanese because it wasn't in English or any other language that I recognized. And what I have in my SoundCloud recordings is they don't sing like 2, 3, 4 minute songs like we have. They just sing 1, 2 lines. But she actually sang 3 lines, and it was beautiful. And it was loud. It was awesome. Anybody else hear anything or see anything last night? Off and on?
I fell asleep quite quickly last night.
We had the woo on us, and I just got knocked right out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to bed sort of earlier than the night before.
I fell asleep, but I woke. I think we all woke up right around the same time.
About 3, 4, yeah.
I felt like I had a fever. I was so hot.
I was so hot.
I was too.
I was like an inferno, and I was in a twilight state. I was awake, but still in and out.
Right.
I did hear rustling around. I totally felt like we had people in the camp. I opened my eyes to look around to see if I could visually see anybody, but I couldn't. But I totally felt they were right around us all.
Okay.
I, for the record, did not sleep a wink, but somehow I'm not tired at all, and that's 2 nights in a row I really didn't sleep. But I will say this: Matt is a champion woodcutter, bar none.
Are you implying that I snore when I sleep? I think that was Eva. Her cot's near mine.
Right.
Yes, it was Eva.
And Robert is a very close second.
Yes. Yeah. in the middle of his sleep. Actually, I just remembered, Robert, last night I woke up once, looked over, and I did see a shimmering image kneeled down beside your cot on the bush side working on you. So I did see that. That was pretty cool.
At one point last night, there was a lot of muffled barking, which I kind of assumed was Zeus in the truck. And then it became very clear. There was 3 or 4 barks that were muffled.
I kennel him in the truck at night.
And then several barks that were like he was like barking at someone or something that was very close to the truck. And we also had arranged a group of rocks that we purchased earlier in the day, a bunch of colored rocks on the bed of the pickup truck on the tailgate, and kind of bunched them up and took a picture. And when we looked at it this morning, we did a comparison, and Matt found that 1 or 2 of the rocks were picked up and put in a slightly different spot.
A little tighter than
but
before.
A little tighter than the original layout that we had done.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Quinn and I are going to shoot a separate video before we leave tomorrow. And he's going to share with you about some of his healing experiences. We're not going to include that in this video, so everyone who's watching this one.
Footprints this morning.
Oh, we found footprints this morning. Lots of footprints,
Quite a
right?
few.
Yeah,
Right.
quite a lot.
Impressive ones,
A lot of footprints.
not exactly small ones.
Okay, so they weren't Zeus's footprints.
No. Definitely
I don't know. Zeus could fit in the footprint.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, he could.
He might have a little extra room.
Yep. Okay, well, we have some swimming to do and a jet boat ride to go on. And so we're going to cut this video to an end. And we're going to have some more fun tonight that hopefully we'll be able to report on tomorrow morning. Thank you, guys. You did a wonderful job. This is Dr. J signing off.